Come Play is a horror mystery drama film starring Azhy Robertson as Oliver, Gillian Jacobs as his mother Sarah, and John Gallagher Jr. as his father Marty. The film is written and directed by Jacob Chase. Now, Oliver is a young boy who has trouble speaking due to his autism and needs a tablet to communicate with the world. Because of his condition, his mother and father, Sarah and Marty respectively, struggle to get across to him. Sarah in particular is frustrated because she feels responsible for not addressing Oliver's autism in time. And since she needs to take care of her son at home, Marty is able to have a better relationship with him since he's mostly at work. And naturally this puts a strain on their relationship and he moves out as a result. However, Oliver has an active imagination. He sees and hears things around him, especially while using his tablet. And as these instances increase, Oliver's behavior starts to get more erratic and unpredictable. He begins to see a creature called Larry from an app called Misunderstood Monsters. Concerned about him, Sarah tries her best to address his issues by getting him to socialize more, but that doesn't go as planned. Come Play works on two themes. One, that a child's imagination is pretty vivid, and two, that technology can be really evil. Based on this itself, Come Play attempts an intriguing approach to horror, one that manages to get genuinely unsettling at times. Writer and director Jacob Chase initially manages to capitalize on those areas to create a constantly creepy ambience, especially when it involves the kids in the movie. At first, there's an interesting use of visual effects to create the scares, and there are some jump scares that don't feel too forced and they genuinely catch you off guard. But after a certain point, it becomes apparent that maintaining the balance between the horror and dramatic elements of this film is quite tricky. This requires a clear vision of what the film is meant to convey, and more importantly, it needs a screenplay that takes on the narrative beats in a planned manner. Oliver's experience becomes disconnected from his parents and their conflict. And that's where Come Play falters and unfortunately starts to come undone. So the setup boasts a lot of promise and the climax has some surprises as well, but as much as Jacob Chase tries to create a unique horror film, he ends up imitating many other films in the genre and eventually resorts to repetitive tropes. The bag of spooky tricks soon empties out and the director keeps revisiting them in the hope of keeping the nervous tension, but isn't quite able to other than in tiny bursts. That's why I'm going with 3 stars for Come Play. Despite some solid performances by the entire cast and a setup that could take the film into new territory in the haunted tech genre, it ends up as a tonal mishmash. It struggles as a horror drama of a couple trying to connect with their autistic son. But having said that, fans who certainly enjoy their horrors to be more psychological than bloody or gory will certainly get a kick out of it.